Morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today it is Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. It's been a blessing to be part of this worldwide community with friends from all over coming together to say good morning, like Jen. Good morning. Penny, thank you for reminding us. It's broadcast 1351. Susie, sending you love. Linda, good to see you. Boker Tov. Jennifer, Toby, hi. Hi, Emily. Missed you. Good to see everybody. Janetta, Rosa, good to see you. Debbie, welcome, my friend. Amy, nice to see you. Jerry and Sunday, Arlene and Dale, Jonathan, Boker Tov, good to see you. Kim, so good to share the power of last night's event with you. I'll be talking about it in a moment. Amy and Debbie, welcome. Jerry and Jonathan, Jack, good to see you. Oh, it's good to see everybody. Judy and Lydia, Diane and Cheryl, Boker Tov, everyone. Jill and Amy, hi. Hope that you're well. Natalia, Arlene, you and Jerry were at the Botanical Gardens together. So beautiful. Minna and Deborah, Adrian and Marcia, good morning, friends. Rick, nice to see you. It's been a long time. Corinne and Deborah, Andrew, sending love to Inverness. Natalie, good morning. Let's take a breath, everybody. We're going to sing a bracha, learn some Torah. Here we go. Boker Tov, everyone. Good morning. Sharon sending tefillot, prayers for your mother in Jerusalem. May she have whatever she needs. Friends, let's jump into the Parsha, and then I want to relate it to an experience that some of us shared last night. It's the double Parsha of Matot-Masei. We close the book of Numbers with this, and it is a remarkable Torah portion because it includes so very much. It's a really long section of text. And part of what we see in it is the power of a society that will be set up with intention. What is it to imagine a place before you're there? What structures do you put in place? If you've ever moved, though this is not nearly that, if you've ever moved, how you've envisioned the space before you enter it, where will be the special place for your, let's say, knickknacks, things that have memory, tchotchkes? Where will your books go? How will you set up each room just so? Now, those are value neutral, but here we are in this week's double Torah portion, and we are told among the things that need to be established when we enter the land is a series of cities, the Arei Miklat, cities of refuge. They form a big part of this week's Torah reading. And the part that I want to point to, first of all, I should explain what it is. The Arei Miklat, cities of refuge, are there for someone who accidentally kills someone. What we in American law call manslaughter, an an accidental thing. So if you're on a roof and you knock something off the roof by accident and it falls on someone, God forbid, things like that. And the Torah presumes that no matter what your intent was, even if it was an accident, the family members of the person who was killed will want revenge. And they're called blood avengers. All this is complicated, but in the ancient world, that's language. That's the language that would have been used. And so, how powerful it is for the Torah to presume that sometimes accidents, even severe accidents with very severe consequences, will happen. And we set up the cities of refuge for the one who accidentally killed someone that they can run to. And that is a place that they could not be touched, a city of refuge, a sanctuary city, the way we have spoken about them more recently in American history. These need to be set up on both sides of the Jordan. That's interesting. And the person who has to run goes and must stay there until the appointment of the next high priest. It's a very strange way to think about this, not the sentence, but the duration of how long they have to stay there. Um, and that means someone who, let's say, God forbid, got into the situation, ran to the city of refuge. If the high priest died 2 months later, that person could then leave. But if the high priest was alive for another 20 years, they would have to stay for 20 years in the city of refuge. Now, presumably, there aren't a lot of people in the city of refuge because this doesn't happen very often, but it is a societal obligation to create a safe place for when things we wish didn't happen. Last night, Kim was there, I was there. We had about 90 volunteers and professionals from UJA present with about 33 children from Israel. They were brought there by a very holy organization that UJA supports, the IDF Widows and Orphans Organization. In Israel, the designation of orphan doesn't mean you don't have any parent. It means that one of your parents has died. And in particular, these were 33 children whose fathers died during this war. And they were coming to New York with UJA support, all this organized by the Widows and Orphans Organization, to celebrate their B'nai Mitzvah. They had just celebrated at the Kotel with the President of Israel and the rabbi at the Kotel, a group bar and bat mitzvah, and we convened a New York bat and bar mitzvah party for them with pizza and a DJ who donated their services and a photo booth and a basketball game that had also donated their services, and we danced with them. I danced with children I didn't know but were my children, and it struck me so much toward the end of the evening. And thank you for Rosa for sharing. If anyone wants to see on my private social media feeds, you can see videos and pictures of last night. I saw a bunch of the kids sitting at a table with some balloons that were off center, and there were plates of pizza and some, the kind of salad you get when you're having a pizza. And I looked at this table and I said, these are kids I recognize. These are at every bat and bar mitzvah I've ever been to. These balloons are the same balloons. And then I realized, these are my kids. These are our kids. Our only obligation, our only intention last night was to give them joy. I had a moment with Eric Goldstein, whose soul continues to just shimmer. We just held hands for a minute during this whole thing, and we looked at each other with knowing eyes, what was going on. And we all held back how overwhelmed we were because it's also a little sad. This that should not have happened. This that should not have happened to our children, who now more than before are our children. This organization, supported by UJA, will take care of them for the rest of their lives. We became, the seventh floor of UJA last night, became an Ir Miklat, became a city of refuge. And there are interesting thoughts about why the person who has to go to a city of refuge has to be there for whatever period of time it is. It could be 2 months, it could be 20 years, it could be a long time. Well, I know, friends, I know that we will be, as a community, as a New York Jewish community, we will be an Ir Miklat forever, as long as it is needed. Last night, it became so clear to me, and it would have become clear to you in an instant had you been there. And really, I hope you'll look at the videos that I posted. I hope UJ will post also other ones, probably more professionally taken, but I took some with my phone. It's amazing. It's amazing to see what intention can do in moments that are incredibly difficult. If we could choose, if we would only choose as a society to build these safe places for when things that shouldn't happen happen. There's an empowerment level to this too. The verse in Numbers, it's chapter 35, verse 25. In Hebrew, it's V'yashav ba'admot ha'kohen hagadol asher mashach oto b'shemen hakodesh. This is in English. He, the person who committed the act unintentionally, shall dwell there until the death of the Kohen Gadol, whom he appointed with the sacred oil. And it's an interesting turn of phrase. Who did the appointing? Because it seems to be that if the pronouns are speaking to the same person, it's the one who did the accidental killing. So how, in what way, does the person who accidentally killed someone anoint the Kohen Gadol? There's a teaching in the Meshech Chochmah, the a Hasidic reader, a Hasidic commentator on the Torah. He says it's possible that the killer accidentally anoints the Kohen Gadol. How? Because there's no set time for the punishment of the exile. I'm reading from a translation here, which means that a person may be in exile for 20 years, some might be there for 20 days or less. And a person, if they committed this accidental killing, which requires them to stay in exile for a prolonged period of time, and the post of Kohen Gadol opens up prior to the sentence, it's possible that their situation will influence the appointment of the next Kohen Gadol. Because if there are two potential candidates, this case might have some influence over who will be the next leader. These moments of trembling, where things that shouldn't have happened and have happened, are then met with heroic response. These children are heroic. The organization that is loving them and helping them dance is heroic. The DJ was so holy last night, even though some of the music was not. What a moment it is, 656 days after October 7th, to stand and dance and have pizza in a city of refuge with these beautiful children who are now ours. The responsibility of the Kohen Gadol, of the high priest, it's not really the high priest, it's the whole people who build and maintain these cities of refuge, these safe places. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do. Just before the children arrived, all of the volunteers and professionals watched a video. And the video showed us the faces of all the fathers who died. Young men, all of them, young men. May their memories be forever blessed. And may we learn both from this Parsha and from this moment that we are called to be safe spaces, safe places. We have to be there. We are there. We have to remember that we always have to be there. This will be an enduring obligation on us, and we accept it willingly. Those are our children. We'll be their sanctuary. I invite you, friends, to join with me 656 days later. May our 50 beloveds be in our arms tomorrow. Kolon balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homiya ulefate mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia עוד לא עבדה תקוותנו, התקווה בת שנות 2000, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. See you tomorrow, my friends.